Hi guys, it's Anna and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys my corporate office makeup look. It is very simple, natural and elegant, and it just makes you look put together. And to really complete my office look, I have chosen some really nice classic looking jewelry that really complements the whole look and makes me look a lot more professional. So Ana Luisa has kindly sent to me a few pieces of their jewelry and I am wearing them on me right now. So I have their earring and I also have their necklace here. I've got two stacked together and I think it goes really well with this office look. It just makes me look a lot more, you know, fancy and chic, but not over the top. So if you guys haven't heard of Ana Luisa already, they are a jewelry brand that focuses on ethically sourced and environmentally friendly sustainable jewelry, which is something that I really stand for. So what I really like about Ana Luisa is that they offer high quality jewelry pieces for an affordable price. There is no excessive markup as well, so you can make sure that you get your bang for your buck. Ana Luisa's jewelry is 100% carbon and water neutral from cradle to grave, and even their packaging is 100% recyclable, which is honestly really amazing. So let me show you guys the pieces that I got. And so firstly, the products came in the mail really fast within a few days of my order, and it comes in this 100% recyclable paper cardboard box, which honestly I'm sure we can all appreciate. And it also says please continue the cycle, and I really vibe with this brand because they make jewelry that is sustainable and doesn't come at the earth's expense. So the jewelry comes in these kind of velvety pouches that honestly look really cute. I've got a black one, but I've also got a sort of creamy white one, and I love how you can reuse these little pouches for your everyday as well. Like you could literally put like cards in there, you can put coins. The earrings I'm wearing right now are the Michelle earrings. I can really appreciate that my ears feel very comfortable in these earrings and that it's not too heavy. I'm very comfortable with wearing this in the office. These necklaces are so dainty and just precious looking. It just looks classic and not over the top. I also wanted to show you guys another piece of necklace that I got. This one looks absolutely stunning. It's got this like little V at the bottom. I would highly recommend Ana Luisa's jewelry pieces. If you guys are interested, definitely click on the description link down below. Just for you guys, I also have a 10% off discount code. I don't earn anything from that, so shop away. Alright, so now I'm gonna begin my makeup. Honestly, it feels like a long time since I last put on makeup. I think it's because I've just been working from home constantly. In my current corporate job, I'm working from home every day of the week, and honestly, I'm very grateful for that. But at the same time, I know that I can expect us to go back to work maybe 1 or 2 days per week early next year, and even in like meetings and catch-ups, it's nice to show face. So I thought I would finally get myself back into this makeup mode and do a sort of back to work makeup look. So as always, I like to prep my face and make sure that my base makeup is on point because nice skin is nice makeup. So I'm going to use my VDL Lumi Layer Primer. It has specks of like, I think lavender, so it really brightens up your face, and you guys will be able to see this very shortly. I'm just gonna put this on like key parts of my face and just blend out with my fingers. As you can see, it's reflecting the light, gives a nice glow and tint, so yeah, quite like it. For my foundation, I'm gonna go with a more high-end foundation. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I'm in the shade 4, and this honestly is a very lightweight, silky foundation that just glides on my skin so perfectly. And I feel like it's not the most long-lasting, highest coverage foundation, but it's great for work because personally, I don't want to look caked up for work. I just want to look like a little bit touched up, but not fully, you know, going to the club sort of look. So I'm just gonna do one pump. Honestly, I use more than one pump, but let's just go with one pump for now, just because we're slowly easing back into the makeup. And I'm going to use an angled foundation brush from Meet Muse. If you guys don't know her, she is a fellow YouTuber here. She's also from Australia. So now I'm going to answer some of the common questions that I get from you guys in regards to working in corporate. First question is, how do you get into a corporate job? Especially if you're still in university, you're, you know, for example, you're in the penultimate year, or you're ready to graduate, or even if you've graduated already, like how do you get yourself into the corporate world? For me personally, I'd say the easiest way would be to kind of find experience in working in corporate when you're still at university, or when you're in your second last year. So for example, applying for like vacation programs, which are like internships, that usually is a much easier way to get in, because when you're applying for when you're applying for an internship, most likely they're not going to expect you to have all the knowledge and skills, right? You're probably just a uni student and you're keen and eager to learn. So when you apply for these internships, it's more likely that you'll be successful rather than graduating uni or college and then going straight into applying for like a permanent full-time role in corporate. I think that would be a lot more challenging. But that's not to say that it's impossible. Definitely a lot of people still do that and they still land the job that they want. The concealer I'm using is from a Korean brand. It's called the Same, and it's Cover Perfection Tip Concealer in the shade 1.5. I'm just gonna put it in, obviously, like the parts of me that I need to cover, like under eyes, especially if you're working late nights. You definitely want to cover those eye bags. Near my mouth looks kind of funny, and I've been having a bit of acne if you guys have followed me on my YouTube channel, so just covering a bit of that. And I think the best way is to use my fingertips. It just melts the product nicely. Another question that's commonly asked is, how then do you land these internships and vacation programs, especially like if you're a uni student and you don't know how to differentiate yourself from your peers? Obviously there's like a lot of people who apply for these roles every year, so you got to differentiate yourself in one way or another. But I think firstly, know what role you want to apply for. So for example, you are currently studying accounting or commerce or finance and you don't know where to look in particular. Right, you might want to pursue a Big 4 accounting job, and it's commonly known that audit/assurance takes a lot of graduates. They have like one of the largest intakes, and so your chances of making it into a vacational program in that division would be a lot higher than say you were to apply for consulting. And some good ways to differentiate yourself from your peers is through extracurricular and I guess the energy and vibe that you bring to the interview. I know when I did my interview for a vacational program in a Big 4 accounting firm in audit, I actually mentioned my YouTube channel. So I was like, you know, I do YouTube videos as a part-time, and I develop all these skills in, for example, how to promote my videos, how to market them, how to think of ideas. Things like that are very beneficial because it helps the interviewer see you as a person and the skills you have as a person rather than just what you've studied and the things you know from the textbook. If you look like you're very keen and eager to learn and to grow, then it's more likely that you'll be accepted into an interview. And I know that sounds really like obvious, but I feel like not everyone would display that sort of energy. Usually with internships and vacational programs, your attitude and your willingness to learn and grow is much more important than, I guess, the knowledge and the skills you have behind you, because you're pretty much like a blank canvas when you enter the company, and they want to be able to train you, be able to teach you all these things. And if you're someone who is willing to absorb all that, then that would really put you into like the top percentage of the interview successful candidate list. All right, next I'm gonna go in with my brows because they're looking kind of messy. Not too bad, but kind of messy. So I'm going to use my Etude House Drawing Eyebrow Pencil. I've had this for honestly the longest time. I have like multiple of the same product in my drawer because I love it that much. This color is kind of grayish, but I think I should have bought a bit of brown, but my hair was kind of brown and / blonde at the start of the year, and now it's black. So I guess change your eyebrow pencil as you go. Honestly, I'm not doing like a fleek eyebrow look. I'm just looking for something that cleans up my eyebrows a little bit and makes it look more polished. I mean, I'm just gonna draw on the outline of my brow and fill in any gaps, sort of. And yeah, I am definitely no makeup artist, guru, whatever you call it, but this is just what I do. Now I'm just gonna blend out, especially like this part, because I don't want it to look like intentionally drawn on. And then I'm gonna go in with this Color My Brow brown eyebrow gel, whatever you call it, but it kind of just locks my eyebrows in place so it doesn't like fly everywhere, especially if you're tracking it to work and it's a windy day, etc. So this one's colored because I used to have brownish hair. So next thing I'm going to do is my eyes. So I'm just going to do something more matte and I guess conservative, because usually when you work in corporate, Most people, from my experience, are kind of on the more conservative side. Like they wear corporate wear and they do light makeup, nothing too intense. But you could rock whatever look you want, honestly, like no one really cares. You be you. But for me, I like to just be more professional. So I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Flirt palette. This is just a very small convenient palette I could bring to work. I've brought it to work many times, just keep it in my bag, and I can touch up anytime I want. I'm gonna use the shade called Playful, which is kind of like a earthy brown tone, and I'm just gonna put that all over my lids. Something nice and subtle is nice, and honestly this palette smells like chocolate. All right, so eyes have a bit more dimension to them now. I'm just going to add a little bit of a darker brown on the outer end. So I'm going to use Snuggle and just go with a very light touch. Honestly, you probably can't even see it. There's probably no real point for me to do this, but I just do it anyway. Next, I'm going to curl my lashes. This is the Shiseido eyelash curler. I've had this for many years and it's been serving me really well. The next question would then be, what kind of work do you do in corporate? So I think it really depends on the role that you're doing. Obviously, every role is different and you'll be doing different types of work, but I can give you guys a bit of insight into my old job, which was in Big Four accounting. I mean, I'm not going to go into the technicality of how audit works, but a lot of my daily routine was kind of like rocking up to work by 9. Most of the work that involved like actually thinking was done in Excel. If you had strong Excel skills, it will put you at a massive advantage because a lot of the stuff we did, the modeling, the checking, everything, the client's workings were all done in Excel. And if you know macros as well, that's very helpful. So you'll be rotating in different engagement teams, working on different clients. And so that's the really good part about my old job, because you could literally work with different people, have different, and each team has like different vibes. So you're honestly getting a lot of exposure to different team cultures, and it was quite fun as well. Even with late nights, there were a lot of late nights, of course, if that's what you guys were like wondering. But yeah, even though there were a lot of late nights, it was really the team that made the job better. Next up, I'm gonna go with eyeliner. So I like to do eyeliner before curling, like putting on mascara. So I'm gonna use the Tattoo Liner by Kat Von D. This one is very sharp and precise and very black. I like to tilt my head back and just work with it. I like to draw a little bit of a wing extending just to make my eyes open and pop more, but that's pretty much it. I don't do too much to it. I don't do anything crazy. Next, I'm gonna go with mascara. This is just good old Maybelline Falsies mascara, which if you guys watch my channel, you know that I have done this. I've used this for like literally every time, and I like it because it's holds my lashes really well. You got to get the waterproof version for sure though, and it can make my lashes look a bit spidery, but it's not too bad actually. It doesn't look that bad, and I just like how affordable it is as well. It's so cheap. I feel like this mascara just helps open up my eyes a lot more. Next, I'm gonna apply blush. This is the NARS Deep Throat blush. It's obviously a cult favorite, and it's like a bit shimmery peachy pink look, a bit bronzed. So I'm just gonna not do something too dramatic, but as you guys know, this blush is quite pigmented, so I'm just gonna do it at this level. Blush is one of those things that I really enjoy wearing to work. I just feel like it really elevates your look. It just makes you look more put together and even looks professional. I don't even know why I feel that way, but I feel like, especially like if you do it higher up, it just makes you look more put together. Now in terms of lippy, like everyone has their own preferences. Some people prefer a nude look for office, but for myself I actually like a more bold bam look just to brighten up my face, and I have a pretty soft personality, so I like makeup that makes me look more sharp. So this one is La Biote lip tint. I absolutely love it. It's matte, so it doesn't look too shiny in the office. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit first and smudge it out with my fingers. And usually if it's like a Friday or a special day, I will just bump up my makeup a little bit with a bit of highlighter as well. So I definitely don't do this every day. It's really extravagant. I'm going to use a Becca highlighter. This one's really strong. So I'm just going to use a fan brush and just going to highlight like my cheekbones a little bit. And I'm just really using a light hand because I don't want to look like my face is wet. So I like doing the nose area, Cupid's bow, bit under my brows as well. So with this office look, you could have your hair up. So if you have your hair up, you could showcase your jewelry a lot better. But if you want to be a bit more subtle, you can of course have your hair down. When you like tuck your hair in a little bit, you'll be able to showcase the jewelry, but just in a more subtle way. So it really depends on what you're after, but I personally really love this look. I think it's put together, it looks simple and natural and clean and professional, not too edgy, and it still gives you a bit of a glam in the office. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look for corporate office. Don't forget to check out Ana Luisa's amazing jewelry pieces by clicking on the description box down below. I have a 10% discount code for you guys, so definitely use that. I will see you guys in my next video, and thank you for watching. Bye!